Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our channel, our channel, Universal Businesses Limited Soulism and Spiritualism channel. Today we're going to discuss more in depth about soulism and spiritualism. We're going to discuss, last time we discussed about the freedom and liberty of the soul and human nature. This time we're going to discuss in more detail actually we're going to extend now the details on human nature and how it affects the soul and spirit. The soul and spirit is affected by human nature. Human nature can be a complexity. It can be very complex in its status and reasoning, and it is something that is predominantly internal concept creation within the body. Human nature emanates from the mind structure towards the bodily functions. So human nature is defined by the mind and the body, and that ultimately is spiritually connected to the soul and spirit. And it is very important that the human nature functions in a positive manner and does not hinder the progress of the soul and spirit. And the positive manner is what elevates the soul and spirit to a higher plateau, a higher level of existence. The human nature which is negative human nature depresses the soul and spirit and takes it down towards the depths of the under region levels. Those are the under status levels. The lower levels, the infinite number of low levels that the soul can transcend down towards, depending on the negative human nature principles and characteristics and principles. Human nature is a very diversified topic when it comes to the soulism and spiritualism. It is a very conceptual system in operation. It is basically a manifestation of the inner self and the self and the persona, the ego and the persona of the individual and the person. So the ego and persona of the individual, of the person, is connected to the soul and spirit, and the soul and spirit guides the person, the egotistic and the particular characters of the individual. So it is basically a guidance system. The soul and spirit guides it and directs it in a certain direction, in whatever direction it has to manifest itself. Human nature is also influenced by the external area that surrounds the person, the environment. That could be economic, social, or political in structure, and human nature then therefore affects the soul and spirit in that concept and that principle. The soul and spirit is interconnected with the human nature. Human nature can, like we mentioned before, it can be both positive or negative, and sometimes it can be neutralized with the positivity and negativity combined to create a neutral human nature, which is a neutralization of the soul and spirit. And once the human nature has got a grasp on what direction it is taking, it will also take the soul and spirit in that direction. And unfortunately, if it's negative, then the soul and spirit will head in a negative direction, and if the human nature is positive, then the soul and spirit will head in the positive direction, which is positivity. And therefore, we understand that the heavens are connected to the soul and spirit, and also the hell is connected to the soul and spirit. And after the termination of the individual, whatever characteristic or properties the person has will be carried over through the soul and spirit beyond its termination of the body, of the living structure, which is the body, of course. And therefore, the characteristic of the soul and spirit has indemnification, a printed mark on it based on the human nature, how it was carried over throughout the lifetime, and the human nature can therefore influence the soul and spirit after the body has been passed away, and the human nature has also released the soul and spirit into the spiritual realm, and therefore the soul and spirit carries this burden depending on the properties it absorbed in its lifetime. And these properties, therefore, absorbed in its lifetime, will carry the soul towards a positive light or to a negative light. And if the soul is in a positively guided, purified state, it will head towards a purified light and the positive light. And if the soul is in a negative state of depression, then it will head towards the negative direction and negative light, which is hell, or the lower regions. And there are lower regions above hell, and it's not quite hell when it gets to a certain level, lower in status, but then there are many levels and infinite number of levels to hell, and the soul has to go down to infinite levels depending on its circumstances during its lifetime. So the soul then transcends to the hell regions or the lower levels, infinite number of lower levels, until it reaches its final destination. But remember that the soul can regain its positive light and positive energy by absorbing some form of positivity, and then climb back up from the lower levels up towards the earthly levels, and earthly levels up to the upper levels, and upper levels up to the heavenly levels. And therefore we go through infinite number of levels from hell towards heaven, and the number of levels is infinite in number and structure. And the soul and spirit can therefore be influenced by the human nature in a positive or a negative manner. And therefore we have now come to the conclusion that the soul is guided by human nature and by all of its characteristics and properties. Also, I would like to mention that this is my religion, our religion. I created it. You're most welcome to follow it. This is Soulism and Spiritualism religion. We would be grateful if you leave a comment or subscribe to our channel, or make a donation to continue our religion and continue it into the future, and hopefully we can succeed. And remember, this is about infinitism. It is about unparalleled infinitism, just like the heavenly systems, which are infinite in direction and scope, and infinitism in all of its parallel levels and parallel constructions. So therefore now I would like to conclude this much, that the soul and spirit is an everlasting and continuous medium and a continuous system in operation, and is indestructible, and carries on to after all living life has ceased to exist. So we would like to also mention that we have plans to start a commune, a community where we can all gather together of like-mindedness and share in this religion, my religion, our religion of ours, soulism and spiritualism, where we can have converse on our religion and share our beliefs and formulate a system in operation, whether it be tasks, holy rituals, and so forth. That we can continue the religion into the upper levels towards the and be guided by the heavens above. And thank you for visiting my channel, our channel. You're most welcome to view all of our videos, and you will find all of our videos listed in our channel. And also please read our description. There's a donation link where you can make a donation for our religion, and we'll be very grateful for whatever donation you can give us. And thank you all, and wishing you all the best and best of luck, and have a good day. And remember, stay spiritually focused, stay spiritually pure, stay spiritually pure, stay spiritually focused. Thank you.